Might be on. Watch that side.
Was killed.
Hey, nice.
Looks like drop.
Zeus is down on the field.
No shift going out.
Coming up the A hallway.
Doing smoke shift. Ready on the Zeus.
Clutch.
This is Spectre Divide. So, Spectre is a 3v3 tac shooter with its main mechanic Duality that shifts the way you play a tac shooter. Each person plays 2 bodies during a match. At its base value, you get 2 lives in 1 round. But as you get a little bit more refined in the game, you'll be able to make plays and setups using your second body in mind. Certain kits in the game also synergize with this mechanic in mind. You can freely swap between your 2 bodies, and the other body will crouch and listen for footsteps that you will get notified of in a radius around your inactive body. However, walking will bypass this detection. Throwing your puck will teleport your Spectre from its original location to your throw destination. The travel time increases with distance, and the enemy can see the recall line on the ground. These green zones are fast recall zones, which will greatly reduce the teleport speed. Using your second body in mind, you could do things on defense like play both sites at the same time and reinforce one site if it's being hit. You can double up on one site and play off yourself. On attack, you can make pressure in one side as a fake and then swap to the other side of the map and transfer your bodies over, and the list goes on. One of the coolest things they added into this mechanic is the ability to continue your action when swapping. So things like reloading, planting, and defusing will continue even after you swap, and you can cover your second body while it finishes. Gunplay in this game is crisp and mostly ADS gameplay. However, there are some ranges where you can go CS or Valorant style, but it mostly depends on the weapon and their effective ranges. You're full accurate while moving during ADS, however your move speed is greatly reduced during ADS. Also, jumping loses a lot of accuracy, of course. One of the most confusing things to get used to in this game as a new player, other than orienting yourself with a duality mechanic, is the game's buy menu. You buy guns in pairs and do not drop guns on the ground. Instead, it goes into the team inventory if you upgrade, where someone can reduce the cost of their buy if the gun coincides with the loadout that they are equipping. Of course, you can also buy guns for teammates like in Valorant. Utility does not feel overwhelming in this game, and there are no ultimates, and gunplay actually matters a lot and will carry for a good amount of people. I'll have descriptions of each of the sponsors in-game in the practice range, which are your toolkits, and the gameplay clips afterwards without the commentary. Each sponsor has 3 utility slots, with its signature slot being a free ability that is on a cooldown. Pinnacle is your typical Counter-Strike loadout. Signature slot is a grenade with 2 charges, a flash, and a stim. The stim heals your current body slowly but pulls out your pistol, while your other body gets a movement speed steroid along with focus, making your targets red and everything else gray, and you can do some Ferrari peek action with that. You can do things with the body swapping in mind, such as pop flashing yourself in for an entry, or playing behind a box and you can lob a quick flash yourself. Morrgen is my favorite character that have practically one trick during these playtests. This will attract your Omen players with a signature smoke, and its secondary fire smoke shift will allow you to puck teleport with your smoke, and the recall line does not show, and it's a fast recall. You have a molly, you have a trap, which basically functions like a chamber trip. Bloom is a powerful support style character. Its signature ability is Hex Barrier, which is a 4-section barrier that absorbs damage from both teams. If you get near it, your vision gets a little fuzzy, but it's great for setting out crosses or peeking for more information with far less risk to your team. You get a Sage Heal, which heals both players' bodies at the same time. And you get a sort of Viper Smoke that acts as a less damaging molly to enemies only. Ryker is a big recon character. Its signature ability is Wave Scan, which is kind of similar to a Sova Dart, but functions completely different. So where you throw it, it'll scan a thin wave directly to your active body 3 times, and enemies cannot line of sight it. Enemies can, of course, kill the dart. You can do things like swapping bodies between scans to cover more ground, and throw darts in unshootable locations depending on the map and where you want to throw it. So I'm sure once the floodgates are rolling with customs, all the lineup Larrys will be going ham over this one. Oh, and you can bounce it off walls. The rest of the kit is basically anti-flank protection, hull mines that do minor damage when enemies walk near them, and a sentry drone that scans back and forth in a large area, and slows the enemies when detected. Vector is an entry-style character with dual amp. When you activate it, it places a marker on the ground and gives your body a fire rate buff that refreshes every time you get a kill. If you reactivate, it will instantly teleport your second body to the marker that you originally used the ability from, and if you die, your other body has the option to teleporting to that spot as well, to instantly reinforce or set up some cheeky teleport plays if your enemy gets too aggressive. You get a sort of ISO wall, but it's not impenetrable and functions like a moving smoke. You can do a slow or fast moving variant. You can get a nanosphere, which doubles as a scouting tool and a molly that bounces until it reaches a target. Lineup Larrys will definitely be looking for ways to maximize this on the ground covered for sight clearing. Ghostlink is an interesting one. This is a disruptor class. You have your signature, which is a wall smoke. Your dupe is basically a Yoru clone, but instead of flashing the enemy, it scans them. So you can do things like sending a clone through a smoke or a wall, baiting the enemy to kill it, and then seeing them through the smoke and shooting them. You can control the clone to some extent by making it run, walk, or crouch walk. Can't wait to see all the clone shenanigans that people do with that character. Your other ability is basically a one-way smoke as long as someone is standing inside of it, so it's great for post-play or stalling off and execute on defense. Muu is a support character with an AoE heal as a signature. You can make this move slowly and bounce off walls, or make it stationary. You get sort of a Sky-style flash, however this does not flash teammates, and still flashes enemies even if they look away, for a duration depending on how close they were to it. The caveat though is that it's not a true flash, but instead just heavily messes up your vision. The final ability is Hyperdome, which creates a barrier with a fast recall zone for puck throwing. Umbra is a recon character. You have a dart that scans anything in a small AoE, even if out of line of sight. You can kill the dart, though it goes off very quickly. You have a line flash that goes through objects, however it's fairly high delay and thin, so hitting it can be tricky. The really cool mechanic with Umbra is the Pulse Finder. You can run a short-range cone scan that enemies don't know that's going on until they get pinged the first time. This puts a marker on the location where they were detected, and then you can alter your other abilities and turn them into AoE abilities on the marker's location if you target it with your free body. You can also puck throw your Pulse Finder body without interrupting it. This class is a very high skill ceiling character that feels very rewarding when your plays work. That about wraps up all the sponsors. I'll leave you with some gameplay footage. Enjoy the rest of the video. Can't wait to see what other people come up with. And don't forget to sign up for the playtest for the Server Slam on August 3rd and 4th. Links in the description.
Smoke shift.
Zeus carrier was killed.
Placing the grasp.
My trap was destroyed.
Zeus is down. Zeus is dropped.
Smoke out.
They're helping that too. Nice.
Nice job.
Using adrenaline.
The Zeus was dropped. Zeus carrier is down. You have the Zeus. Zeus carrier was killed. You have the Zeus.
Splinter grenade. Placing a hole mine.
Beautiful ace.
Adrenaline.
What? Zeus was dropped.
Recon wing away. Flare bursting.
Zeus has been planted. Clutch.
Good. Fuck.
Recon wing out.
Zeus has been
Recon
planted.
wing away. Yeah. Flare burst out. Sending glare burst. Ready on the Zeus.
Splinter grenade. Pulse finder up.
Zeus has been planted.
Sending the glare.
Flashbang.
Sending the glare.
What?
Zeus going down.
Throwing smoke.
Clutch.
Smoke shit. Going out.
Placing the grasp. Splintering him. Throwing a splinter.
You have dropped.
Trap triggered. Priming the Zeus.
Zeus has been planted. 15-1. Zeus has been planted. 1.
Splinter.
Attackers have taken the match.
That's 3.
Smoke shift, going out. Trap got one.
No, you're
Trolling
trolling.
if they mid. I am trolling.
Zeus was dropped.
Oh, good job.
Idea. Now they're out white
Loading
box.
meltdown.
Main. Main and white box.
I walked up.
Zeus carrier is down.
Dead, dead, unknown.
Throwing smoke.
Placing partition.
Oh yeah. One more on orange.
One on B.
At least it was last time. Yeah.
Spinning left side mid.
Bottom mid, one to
One more.
one outside mid.
How do I not get assists on those scans? Hello?
You're running?
Zeus is down.
Oh, I'm rafting
Kill him.
one. Rafting?
One.
Nice,
Yeah.
idiot. Straight round, idiot. This is. I would have knifed him. I would have knifed him for content, dude.
though.
Like, oh!
Oh my. Yo, wait.